Alright, I'm back again, and I may even try to move this over, upload this on BitChute as well. Because apparently the automatic transfer from BitChute or YouTube to BitChute is not currently working for me. I'm not going to address the election as of yet because, from what I understand, there's a lot of stuff still going on, so it isn't definitive yet. And I don't know exactly how it's going to go, except for 2020 is going to 2020. But there are a couple patterns emerging that I want to address. The first is there's been some talks about, and I've seen this, a few people I know say stuff like this, that basically questioning the government, questioning the results of the election, blah, 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 all that, is un-American. I am going to immediately address this. If you know anything, jack diddly squat about the history of the formation of America, you would know that the whole and sole reason why America was founded was because they questioned their government and said, "We don't like it. Screw you." Quite literally. Matter of fact, that may or may not have been like a quote. Thomas Jefferson, possibly. Now someone's going to flag this as spam or something. That's why I might be trying to put some more controversial things on BitChute. I've got a goodie I'm trying to work up the courage to do where basically they said, what was it, Chelsea Handler told, what's his face, I forget the name, Ralph had, or she actually said this out, that she had to remind him that he was black when he started talking about Donald Trump, saying good things about Donald Trump. Yeah, welcome back to the plantation. But that's kind of what that comes across to me, and that's going to be a whole interesting video in and of itself. But the fact of the matter is, questioning the government is not un-American. Trying to shame those who question the government into not questioning it is. But the second one is, and I just saw this morning, this was on Politico. Alexandria something Ocasio-Cortez, like I said, I'm bad with names, AOC, has come out and basically said Trump supporters need to be put on a list and canceled. And this will have a link to the Politico story in the description below. That is un-American. To state anyone who disagrees with you politically should be immediately put on a list and essentially canceled is un-American. And I thought we covered this at the conclusion of the McCarthy era, but apparently that's not the case. So here we go. We get the pleasure and privilege of doing this all over again. It's bad enough when you have ordinary people saying stuff like that. But when you have a sitting member of Congress saying stuff like that, in the year 2020 especially, that is not only is it un-American, but I'm actually considering that to be borderline, not just tyrannical, but unconstitutional and treasonous. This isn't just like McCarthy say, socialism is dangerous and must not be tolerated. No, it's anyone who supported this particular candidate, in this case Trump, should be put on a list and canceled. I actually think that's more dangerous than what McCarthy did with socialism. Not only do I think that is un-American. That is the definition of tyrannical government, to cancel and censor and make it life as impossible as you can for political rivals, if you will. That is un-American. That is tyrannical. And you know what? Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's borderline treasonous. So feel free to blow up Nancy Pelosi's social media, email, you name it, on that one. There's no way especially in the year 2020, we should allow anything like that to happen. So let's question our government. Let's double down and question it. There's a lot of things there to question, so let's do it. Let's question its legitimacy. I don't know about you, but I don't think my government is working for me. So I'm questioning if it's no longer really the government of the people, for the people, and by the people, then maybe we do need to question its legitimacy. If the government is no longer serving our best interest, we do need to question its legitimacy. We do need to question our politicians and whether or not it is in our best interest for them to remain in power. We have plenty of opportunities to vote them out. Let's do it. Because let's face it, we cannot rely on them to make the changes that we need. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like I said, I will have a link to the Politico story down below. I'm going to get off of here and try and drive. I keep getting distracted. I think I picked up like a tin can or something under the car by the sounds of it. And it's kind of bugging the living daylights out of me. Anyway, it's either that or something's fallen off or I've got to replace something. It's been a good car, but it's got around 254,000 miles on it, so things are starting to get a little dicey. Especially like this, I'm pretty sure I've got a CV joint getting ready to go, alternator getting ready to, probably has seen its better days. It's starting to make a little ticking noise when I first started up. Not really burning a whole lot of oil, which is amazing. And I still get like 27, 28 miles to gallon, so that's not bad either. So very impressive. I think when I finally decide to go and dead up to my eyeballs and get a new vehicle, I don't know if I would be too weary on getting another Toyota Camry, especially if I can get another V6 like this one. Because I will say this 3.3 liter V6 this thing is mighty fine. No complaints with it whatsoever. Highly, highly recommend it. Anyway, like I said, no, I'm not being sponsored by Toyota. I wish I was. Hey Toyota, I'll say all kinds of good things for me if you'll send me a brand new Camry V6. I'll pay for the heated and ventilated leather seats. Anyway, like I said, let me know what you think. I'll have a link down in the description below. Happy Monday, and remember, when it comes to this election, expect the most 2020 thing ever. Later.